Gamble batting 2. Take a look at that. His 8th start of the season. He has been flourishing, especially this year. Wainwright has missed 3 straight to get things started. Largest, you're trying to get an idea of the power that Gamble brings.
And we give a lot of love to the third longest active errorless streak among Major League outfielders.
Oh, and he'll take a walk to get things out for Pittsburgh. Wainwright facing Hayes has not been analytical enough to where that might be a memory in the back of his head as Hayes slaps this one back up the middle. Gorman throws over. And it's a double. And it's 2 quick outs for Bryan Reynolds. Reynolds 6 for 27 facing Wainwright, batting .214 on the year. Switch hitter.
Watch play the game. Although he's in a little funk right now, whatever you want to call it. He's a little off balance. You can see right here his swing, his last 7. Sometimes you're trying to make things happen, trying to force the issue, as opposed to just taking what the pitcher can give to you. So today, when I'm watching him out there and see if you're going to try to take a bite, and if Reynolds can stay within himself, he'll have success today.
And that OPS is down.
Right.
Wainwright 2-2. This one laced into right field, down for a base hit. 2-out shot for Bryan Reynolds, and they'll keep it going here. We'll go ahead and take a look.
Full size thing, are you doing that on purpose? And I don't even remember what he said, because at the end he said, I would never tell you the whole truth. People might.
Didn't try to overswing, just took his single and took his base hit.
He'll be facing Yoshi Tsutsugo, the designated hitter this evening for the Pirates. He goes back and forth with Dan Vogelback, and a guy who is really, and that he's also found a home in this clubhouse, which is so important for international players.
And that has to matter. When you're coming from Japan, yes, he had comfortable with all of his teammates. He'll be able to find that stroke that he had in Japan because it's the same swing. It's the same game. Yes, that makes sense, but I think he's a better hitter than that, and I think he's going to find his way.
Well, that also means that you have that adjustment period. Well, I'd love for him to move the Pirates ahead here as he is battling with Wainwright right now. Let's see pitch number 7.
Great for baseball. And Pujols asked to be in the game right there. He wanted to pitch. When Oliver Marmol was looking, you know, they were in a.
Wainwright said earlier this week, you know, I talked to Albert about that. Couldn't let us have one day. Always stealing everybody's thunder. And I asked Wainwright
that that's the magic number. They'll appeal, no swing.
Last second to decide. Is this something I'm going to attack or no?
Go to the breaking ball there for a strike.
Early in count curveballs. I mean, you would literally, a breaking ball that slow, you almost need to sit.
Taking his time here, gets the call a little outside.
See if he can get him to chase.
Ankle biter there. Bet MGM. And definitely you can
feel he'll be able to continue to execute his pitches.
Van Meter smokes this one, but it stays on the infield. Gorman over to first, and they'll scoop Wainwright out of this one. Cardinals staying on top on Friday. From PNC Park in Pittsburgh, Adam Wainwright to Michael Chavis. First pitch swinging. He drops this into no man's land, and it's a leadoff single for Chavis to start the second.
Play. Ollie Marmol was saying a lot of that bullpen a little tired after that Mets series.
And they were hoping for a day off. They did not get it. Now, we saw an emotional moment for Nolan Gorman making his debut. Jack Swinson to go home and have that moment.
I mean, when you're a player, no matter what team you play for, if you talk about that right now, though, but when you have the opportunity to go home.
This one driven out to left center field, moving in Harrison Bader.
When you had an opportunity to go home and play in front of your family, it's just.
So runner aboard for Pittsburgh. What has been close here through these first 2. And again, Wainwright still trying to sharpen things up, looking in at Michael Perez, the lefty 0 for 10.
Over and over again, because that's going to be the guy to earn the job.
Perez in the middle of his fifth here.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of teams who are trying to.
Perez, a drive out towards left, fair or foul, caught by Juan Yepes. Meanwhile, Wainwright picks up his second out in the sky tonight. Brooke, you've got more, though, on Adam and Yadi.
Yeah, guys, it's rare to see players stick with the amazing, but we totally forgot about it. Ollie actually came up the stairs, told them what they did, and they were like, oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. Then they went into
That's what they had on hand in the refrigerator, and I guess, if anything, there are worse baths to take, but they all...
But, I mean, we did baby powder, syrup, like cold water, ice buckets. Whatever you can get your hands on, be ready, it's coming.
A little cream, a little almond, a little cherry.
Like a cream cherry cola. Ground ball back up here to Gorman. Takes a beat. Makes the out. And another time this, because we just talked about it a moment ago. 80 grade stash. You got some in the team, though. Guys like Gorman coming up for the debut with one.
Yeah.
I mean, take us through this movement for the Cardinals.
Looking for a little bit of in the minor leagues. So, let's see him hit one into the river here this weekend.
I think she meant the mustache move.
We did.
The mustache movement. Okay. I think a little tear drip down from my eye there. I think it's a good baseball look. It's an in-season treat for me. I'm usually clean shaved. The lips warm when it gets chilly here early in the season, and just got to ride it out.
So, Miles, do you have to grow the full beard first to get a stash like that, or do you continue to shave?
Go mustache. Well, nice punch out right there for Waino.
That's great. Speaking of Waino, I mean, we don't know how many years he has left pitching, but what is it that y'all do that you feel like other teams aren't doing to really understanding the most effective way to pitch and go about attacking?
Rip it and rip it, let your stuff do. They focus on, the mental aspects of pitching and what to do with your pitches and having a little and how to control them, as opposed to the, hey, you got great stuff, go up there and kind of throw it at the wall and see what sticks. That spray and pray approach to pitching. Pull the ripcord and just let that journey take you wherever it's going to go. Baseball can take you to amazing places, not just here in the United States, all over the world, and to really embrace that is part of the fun.
What did you figure out when you were
there? How long are our teams going to give you chances if you're struggling? So to have that thought, like, hey, my back's against the wall, I better get really good really quick, or I might not be playing so much.
Big league at bat. How you feeling?
Yeah, it's such a special moment, to see him come out here and live out his dream.
The most nervous. How did she handle it?
I'm not an emotional person, and wow.
You?
Yeah, sure. We got the call yesterday afternoon. Found out actually kind of through social media and a bunch of supporters. We kind of call it No-No's Army back home, and he's had great support, and everyone kind of...
The tournaments, the big, perfect game tournaments and stuff. So just to see him live out his dream here tonight, just what does this mean to you?
It means everything to me, because he's been doing it since he was like 3 years old.
A dream, and it came true.
And how insane, the fact that his best friend got called up, the same moment with each other?
Who could have imagined it? But I can't think of any dream.
Can we get a wave? There they are. This is, what a great cheering section. How cool of a moment for you guys. How are you going to celebrate?
I'll do that later.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. What a special moment for you. Enjoy the rest of the night, okay?
The big leagues, and of course a nod to Liberatore's family, who is here as well. They wait for his start tomorrow, and really cool, John Mozeliak told him of the brightest stars in baseball. What a special day for him. Meanwhile, Zach Thompson. Whoa, for Clemente. Wainwright back up, first pitch swinging here.
And almost play mind games with hitters on, hey, I need to be aggressive. I need to be aggressive because he's throwing strikes.
Commented about their relationship with Molina. And he said, it's gotten to the point where, again, they don't really argue because of the whole neck tattoo rule. But he said, you read somebody after that long. We go into the no pitch comm system just by the hand movement, where it's about to go to signal what he's going to go to. And I know, Hannah, we've talked about this. Again, no pitch comm for St. Louis because of Yadi.
He said, I've played catch with Yadi for long enough. Got to see it from the beginning in some respects. And he said, I absolutely embrace it. He said, you know, it's got to be a balance. He went to sign stealing. He said it's his least favorite thing in the world when there's a runner on second and he's worried that he's stealing his signs. Part of it's Yadier.
Strikeouts. And they've been looking off that pitch. Drive here for Michael Perez. Center field, Harrison Bader, that Statue of Liberty green glove. And meanwhile, Brooke got to catch up with Derek Shelton on Zach Thompson. What's been working for him, not only tonight, but this month?
Thanks.
Trying to cut down on allowing Wainwright. I mean, you mentioned this, just that allowance for him to expand and to nibble and forcing him to go through the...
Trying to get your feel, and you're also trying to get a feel for what the strike zone is.
Rodolfo Castro finds the gap. He'll drive this one up the left side. Base hit with 2 outs. None. Back up to the top with Ben Gamble.
Wainwright's using that curve.
Yeah, I asked him if he had anything special planned, and he said, golf.
You think he would have gone golfing with me this morning? If I would have texted him? Hey, you want to go get a quick 9 in?
You missed your chance.
I mean, he seems pretty cool, calm, and collected.
Baseball.
There we go. 0-2 to Gamble. Runner goes. Yadier. Oh, a rare miss here. This one just flips off the top for Edman. Tonight has been a whiff for them.
Well, now Wainwright has his.
Chopper. This will go foul. And Shelton talked about that earlier today as well. He said he... Wainwright taking his time. So we've seen Castro flirting. Ground ball just foul again. Pitch number 8. It's in the dirt. He loses Gamble. And the Pirates continue on. Here comes Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Went ahead and recognized that, hey, we potentially have a young star right here. Let's go ahead and try to build our core. Let's never like it when you call time, but when you're in the box, you don't know that he's about to lift his leg.
Runner goes again. Castro gets tagged.
Like that was 3 innings ago where Ke'Bryan was hitting, but he gets a fresh shot.
He skies the first pitch.
It's plus right there. Long break for Wainwright. Ke'Bryan coming out, being aggressive again. He worked this.
One run through those 5, but a little dicey for the bullpen. Drive out to right field. This will back up Carlson at the track, and he puts away Hayes. Pitch out of Ke'Bryan Hayes brings up Brian Reynolds.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about.
33 swings for the Pirates, 2 whiffs. 65, getting a little ephus action there from Wainwright.
It seems like that curveball is getting slower and slower. Normally speed on it to where you can never feel like you've seen this pitch before because he continues to change it.
Well, and Hannah, you mentioned
it's so interesting to think about organization and how that stays consistent over time.
And it's amazing that the Cardinals are able to continue to build their team like this. It seems like with the amount of success that a franchise like the Cardinals have had, that's...
Well, you mentioned that focus on defense. That's been it for the Pirates. This one, Chopper. Wainwright with the looper underhand toss.
Yeah, talk to him.
He's absolutely shown that reflection of an intellectual sameness his whole lifetime with the Redbirds. Wainwright and Tsutsugo. Another one deep into the Pittsburgh sky. Backs up Dylan Carlson. 38 consecutive scoreless innings.
Puerto Rico, and he actually spent majority of his childhood with a poster of Roberto on his wall. So you'd imagine how special it was for him when he won the Roberto Clemente Award back in 2018.
It's absolutely tremendous, Brooke, and one of the greatest moments you can have is to either don 42 or...
And there's so many great Puerto Rican-born players.
Drive out to left field, heading back at the track. Oh, goodbye, baseball! Michael Chavis blasts his 4th of the year, and the Pirates break up the shutout.
That had to feel good.
Well, you mentioned it, CY, and that's actually, for lack of, is Pittsburgh. And some of the guys haven't played her yet, so they're like, we'll have to see it. As this one shot up in the sky out to right for Sawinski. But you take another look at Michael Scott Chavis.
And finally, I mean, Wainwright's been able to flip that breaking ball in there. It's actually a good pitch to hit if you're just able to stay back on it.
Another drive out to left center here for Sawinski. Oh, and a sliding catch for Harrison Bader. That Statue of Liberty glove up in the air. He doesn't care that it doesn't jive. You can't take the glove out there, but I think he's flashing them in the shoes.
You get Gold Glove. You get the right to wear some gold bottom cleats out there. It's for Golden
Spikes. Got the Golden Spikes award.
Yeah.
They saw it and they liked it, Hannah. I do like the contrast. On the ground, back to Gorman. Oh, and a throw off the line to first.